That's a gain of 13 and a very solid opening play for this offense. So much for staying ahead of the chains with a 3 or 4 yard gain on first down. They moved the chains with a nice little run.
Yeah, they're making the chain gang hustle a little bit to try and keep up, aren't they? Because a lot of the first series of games are scripted, many times to probe and find some holes in the defense. Sometimes you attack with some big-time runs, too.
Go get him, go get him, go get him.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. A short one there to Freiermuth. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. The Cowboys have 1-8 now on the year. And they come into this one knowing it's been a while since they've had a W. They have dropped 4 in a row.
Let me tell you, when you go a month, partner, in this league, without a victory, it gets tough to come to work every day. And in addition, you start to worry about your job security as well.
And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. That was a first down pickup of 8. Charles, Thursday night game. I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what?
There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Cowboys. Jerry Jeudy, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. Team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. At their own 20-yard line. To put a drive together. A man who was a collegiate standout nearby in Austin. It's Bijan Robinson. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well. And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins. And they're hoping to do it consistently here. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down. Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play? And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, they kept it simple there, CD, only needing the short gain to move the chain, so they didn't want to go with a deep throw. They just go with that safer, shorter throw and able to convert. Nothing wrong with that at all, partner. Check the box, right? Make sure you pick up the first down. Offense is getting established. You're moving the ball. You're not turning it over. Check, check, check. They like what they're doing early in the game. And it's going to be knocked away and incomplete. You look at this Cowboy defense. And they've played well against the pass, currently ranked 7th in the NFL. Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. Excellent defensive effort to get to him and provide a little contact before the catch could be made cleanly. From the gun on third down, here's Shuck. And that is incomplete.
One first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
Fourth down, and out comes Jordan Stout here to punt. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And good coverage there by the punt team. They're able to get down there and drop it with authority. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. This could end up being a pretty big drive. I mean, look, yes, it's early in this game, but they scored the touchdown. They got the stop. And now if they could get in the end zone here again, CD, they could grab an early stranglehold on this one. Yeah, touchdown! Cowboys! Terry McLaurin, 61 yards. And the Cowboys are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 14-0. 14. Patriots, nothing. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. And they'll opt not to return this, but since the ball did hit in the landing zone, this will come out to the 20. They start on the ground with Robinson here. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds.
That's a nice design there, but sometimes, though, you get so many blockers out ahead of you, they kind of slow you down and force you to adjust. You always appreciate guys trying to help you, but maybe one less there could have turned this into a bigger game.
And he will have the Patriots first down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 32. From the 32 now, here's first and 10. A gain of 4 yards. Off the fake, now Shuck's going to throw. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Look at this Cowboy defense. Yeah, they played well against the pass, currently ranked 7th in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put...
And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Touchdown. Bijan Robinson. His 12th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Pats have cut it back within a score. Extra point splits the uprights. And that'll make our score 14-7. Patriots 7. Kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. 35-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last time that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Second and 10.
21. Black 80. Black.
Out of the gun, Herbert. Looking right side, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. Well, this was a 14-0 game not too long ago. Things were looking pretty good. And then you give up the touchdown on the last drive. Now the interception.
So that's a lesson in trying to stay vigilant, isn't it? You have to stay on top of things. Can't relax too much because, as you noted, things change. Now they've got to go out there and get a spark going again and try and slow down this comeback.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. Down to about the 37.
I feel like I can see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
To throw now, Shuck. Sets up the screen to Robinson. And he's going to get this inside the 30. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down.
Well, they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball, possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. Second down.
Timing's crucial in any route thrown. But when you throw an out, so many things are going through the mind of the receiver. Catching the ball, timing it up with the quarterback. Are my feet going to get down in bounds? On that play, all those things going through his head might have caused him to drop it.
There's a short one taken in by Otten. And down inside the 15 he goes. First catch for him. It's good for a dozen and a first down.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
Hand off to Robinson out of the shotgun. And they get to him quickly as he stopped right around the 13. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. They'll give him 4 yards there. And just like that, it's 3rd down. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Patriots in control of the football as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up.
Ready up.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
19 Tiger. 79 Bronco.
3rd down, Shuck from the gun. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Touchdown! Bijan Robinson. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Patriots are an extra point away from evening this one up. Extra point right down the middle. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line. Cosmetics. How many hands I gotta take to level my aesthetics? Hurry up and get your muscle up. We up the plyometric. Ran up by the Lux when that's up the highest metric. The city just made it sweet. People diabetic. They mouth get full of deceit. Let these cowards tell it. Walking New Orleans with the etiquette of LA yelling.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And that 14-0 lead to begin the ball game, well, that's gone now. Time to regroup.
I think even up 2 touchdowns, they knew this wasn't going to be a walk in the park, and I think that's why we would see the head coach going up and down the sidelines telling his team, let's stay with it, let's keep going. It's almost like he knew they were going to make their run at him, and they have. As you said, let's see if they can regroup and get going again.
40-yard line.
play action. It's Herbert. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down.
Set. 380. Set.
Now it's Herbert. There's Chris Olave. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Olave with his first grab, and he also has a first down.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line. 380. Set.
Complete to Olave on the out route. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. A gain of 8 there on the play. And that'll bring up a second down in just a couple.
Second and 2. Set.
Herbert off of play action. And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack. Aleem McNeil. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. They need 12 here. It's third down.
Set. 380. Let's go, let's go. Let's go.
Here's Herbert. To the right side and intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And the Patriots will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. They'll start following the interception in great field position at the 45. He's got his receiver. That's Ibuka. Will go down as a gain of 6. And that'll bring up second down.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's third down.
The plan was clearly to challenge them by sending a blitz on second down, but even the extra guys couldn't catch him in the backfield, though. He doesn't scramble for a first, but he does get the last laugh by evading the blitz and getting beyond the line of scrimmage.
The offense on third down tonight, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. To throw is Shuck. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. Third down turns to first with that 5-yard pickup.
And they'll use him out in the backfield and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
Here we go.
Here's Shuck. Here's a screen for Robinson. Even with the good footwork, he'll be stopped just inside the 35-yard line. A good first down call as the screen play gets him 9. Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1. A give left side to Robinson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3. From the gun, Shuck. He'll try to pick it up himself. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Excellent play there on third down. Give him 25 yards. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Shuck now to throw. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. They'll throw. Here's Shuck. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. The pressure really ratcheting up. They get the sack on first down. Then a near sack. They got to him there just as it was leaving his hand.
Yeah, they might need to change their pass protection scheme a little bit. Maybe bring another guy into the backfield to help protect the quarterback, because that was awfully close.
9th play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. Throwing, Shuck. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. The Patriots will bring on the field goal unit. From the right hash, it's a 38-yard attempt. And this one is right through. And they take a 17-14 lead. So the defense able to force the interception, and the offense working their way into field goal range and able to get 3 out of it.
Yeah, and give them credit for that. They took the ball, maneuvered it downfield, and while they couldn't get exactly what they wanted, which was a touchdown, they did get 3 points out of it. So they paid off what the defense gave them. Both sides to be thrilled with that.
The kicking unit out for the Patriots as they send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, having fun? All right, throw it out the window. Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
Go.
Back to throw here, Herbert. That's going to be brought in by Higgins. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. A shotgun snap for Herbert. And he completes this one to Terry McLaurin. And he's into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Terry McLaurin, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Cowboys will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half.
Patriots 17.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And with a little under a minute remaining, we'll see if they want to try to put a drive together, possibly even take the lead with a touchdown. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1.
And the Patriot first down.
Play fake, Shuck. There's a short one taken in by Otten. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Here's a 2nd and 8. Now Shuck. Caught out left side by Robinson. And he'll get it down here to the 43. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1.
At the 43-yard line.
Now here's a throw out wide. Oh, this might be a double pass. But he's not going to be able to get rid of it. He's going to be tackled behind the line. The Patriots will take their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. So now they operate back from their side of the field here, second and long. He'll drop to throw. Got a man downfield, it's Hutton. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A big play there just before halftime. And even 40 yards. And now the clock will stop as he's able to get up and spike it here. Here's second and 10. Here's Shuck out of the shotgun. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
He'll try and do this himself. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down.
A loss of 12 yards. And it's fourth down.
They'll throw now on the final play. Looking downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. These offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter three? And that one going to hop into the end zone, and it'll come out to the 20. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now he's getting the ball to start the second half. How about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together, come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. To throw now, Shuck. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. Byron Young, his second sack of the night.
That's his second sack of the game, and the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down. That last throw right there putting him already over 3,000 passing yards now for the campaign.
And given where we are in the season, Brandon, you have to think to yourself, if he stays healthy, I think 4,000's a given. I think 5,000 is not out of the question if he stays hot.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 43. A couple of big plays in succession there for the Pats. They're on the move. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 43. Out of the gun, they give to Robinson. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd and 6. Looking to throw. Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. His 5th catch tonight, and it's good for a first down.
14 yards. That's another Patriots first.
They're going to look to throw. And he's going to go down here. A sack. They push pushing back to the 34. Byron Young bringing the pressure yet again. That's his third sack here tonight. They'll drop to throw. There's a short one taken in by Otten. And it's going to be a nice pickup, but he also takes a pretty good lick at the end of that one. Ninth play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. He'll look to throw. Look in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Well, your QB's been sacked 4 times in the game already, and they're the holding goal.
And you know darn well the offensive line coach is frustrated and upset that he's been hit that many times already. He doesn't really care that they hold now. Just don't let him get hit anymore.
So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long? Play action now. Shuck. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. Now on 4th down, we've got a whistle here and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. The Patriots send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. This one caught downfield by Higgins. Big strides, look at him go. Touchdown, Cowboys. A great effort there. 65 yards. And the Cowboys are able to stretch out their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that pushes the lead up to 11-17. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Pats at the line, ready to go. The last series form a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 119 yards rushing for him here as he starts to draw closer to a 1,000-yard campaign. Back to Robinson now on 1st down. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. To throw is Shuck. To the left side, he gets this one to Ibuka. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. Good yardage. yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
They made that way too easy for them. No one is supposed to be that open against an NFL defense. Once he caught the ball, there wasn't anybody close enough to stop him. And he was able to continue downfield after making the catch.
Here's Shuck. Throw right side, taken in by Adunze. And the Patriots are going to be looking at first and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
Now he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for second down. Doesn't matter who carries it, apparently, as they'll drop him behind the line as well. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up third down. Fourth quarter coming up here on Thursday Night Primetime. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. Third and goal, and keep in mind, very possibly 4-down territory. From the gun, Shuck. And he's got his big wide receiver complete. They're able to hold him to 3 there, and that leads to a 4th and goal. Did they maybe play that too safely on 4th down? I know you don't want to just throw a ball blindly downfield, but that didn't help him a whole lot.
I think they probably said if it's open, take the shot. If not, get something safe because we do.
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Looking to put a drive together. Beginning this series with a handoff to Cook. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
And for the defense, this is a spot where you don't want to totally sell out to stop the run, but you do have a pretty good idea of what you're going to see. And that's good work right there to keep them in check on that first down carry.
That's complete to his receiver, McCoy. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
That's good for a Cowboys first down.
Herbert. Oh, he's got him in wide open, complete. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. The catch and run, good for 24 yards. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. Here's Herbert. Oh, a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Baylor Tiger. Baylor Tiger.
Again, Herbert. Olave holds it in. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up second down. They'll try the middle with Cook. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. James Cook, a 9-yard touchdown run. And the Cowboys look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here this 4th quarter. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is up to 18 now. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. And we will not have a run back here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 20-yard line. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Throwing, shot. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I'll tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to be a nice, long, soaking hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. Shuck now to throw. And, that's going to wind up incomplete. Nearly their first pick of the game, but it does bring up fourth down.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw break out on third down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
Shuck to throw for it on fourth. Open man is Ibuka. And it'll be a touchdown here, but not before he does pick up the first. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now, a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. 121 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's going on. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. Now Shuck. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 14 yards through the air. Caught the D off guard on 3rd and 1.
First down. First and 10.
Robinson up the middle. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
This is 2nd and 8. A carry here for Trevor Etienne. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A yard in the wrong direction. Makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9. Third down, shot from the gun. He'll try and do this himself. And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him, and after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Wide open receiver complete. That's a 4th down pickup of 10 yards and an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you try not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6.
Again, it's Robinson. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
So after the penalty, now they need just a yard on second down. They'll throw. Here's Shuck. Sets up the screen to Robinson. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
They certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
A great effort there. He's going to get this inside the 15, and they'll spot it at the 13-yard line. Nice run.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive. Here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. So this one will end in a victory for the